They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And if you really and truly love something, you definitely have to go for it. Because at the end of the day, if it's worth it, it should mean everything to you. This has been a great journey. Started with auditions, to selecting team members, to choosing who goes on to the next phase. But then today is the day we decide what team moves on to the next phase. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of the Youth, brought to you by the Social Change Factory. A round of applause. Good evening to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any time, shall we please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, right now what we want to do is we're going to have an opening statement.
Dal leen ak jàmm, excellence jàmm, bienvenue à tous à cette grande finale donc de Voix des Jeunes. Welcome everyone to this 30th final of Voice of the Youth competition in the Gambia. We are delighted to have you here and offer you the opportunity to see exactly what a community youth can build in a country. We are proud to present the 5 community projects consolidated by these young people. This project and initiative all aim to make a difference and have a positive impact in their community and promote citizen engagement. I would like to thank the French Embassy who has supporting this project since the beginning. My thanks also to all the volunteers who have been working on this project. And a special shout out of to Cap TAF Company and the project team of Social Change Factory in the Gambia. This year, Sona, Fati, Aziz. In the past, Alaji Drame, Kemo. My beautiful Elizabeth and all who work in this project. I just wanted to say thank you for your commitment. And finally, I would like to wish a good luck to all the participants. I hope you all have a great afternoon of competition and that you enjoy discovering all these initiatives and citizen initiatives presented today. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Passez une belle fête.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing we have on our agenda is a remark from someone very special. And I tell you, this person is a household name in this country. And it gives me the utmost pleasure to always introduce him. He is a typical example of hard work pays off. He's a typical example of you don't need to wait for someone to meet you. You have to keep going, and anything that meets you on the road becomes a total add-on. Not only is this individual very successful, he's a mentor to many. He has employed so many people. and he has a big heart. He gives back to the community. He even trains and shares his ideas to young people. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say his name, let's give this person a round of applause before I even call the person's name.
Thank you, Andy. As the only youth man over the age of 65. I think it's global, huh? But it's indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here. I always feel good. I am always inspired when I'm around people like yourself, the young generation of this country. It's a great honor, and I appreciate the fact that I have been chosen for the first time as the ambassador. So I would like to thank the Social Change Factory through Voice of the Youth. I would like to encourage you to continue what you're doing as young people. The saying goes that the future of any country is in the hands of the youth. But these days, we have seen the present being in the hands of the youth. You have taken ownership. And through such competition, you are demonstrating responsibilities as leaders. I just want to congratulate all of you, all the groups that participated. And as Andy said, there's nobody who's going to walk out of here as a loser. You are all winners. But the one at the very top, I would like to congratulate them in advance and wish you all the best of luck, and God bless you all. Thank you.
It gives me the singular honor and pleasure to call on Team Management Development Institute to please join me on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who are going to make the decisions are here. Me, I'm just the middleman, so you don't have to attack me. But the ones who are going to make the decisions, and it's going to be a very tough job for them, because from the very beginning, they have been with these participants. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for members of the jury as they come and take their seat. A round of applause for them. Right now, what we want to do is we want to watch the first video from the first team here. And that is a video from the Management Development Institute.
Imagine a region with a population of over 82,097 educational institutes. From nursery to tertiary levels, since 1947, Lower River Region has seen thousands of its natives drop out of school, deprived of a clear path to quality education, while a handful lucky ones snatched by the cities in our urban Gambia, leaving the region bare on its educational feet.
So basically, the team from MDI just came here to try to promote quality education within the Jara Summer people, not only the students but the youth and also the human couples here.
In addition to the rough path to education, LRR is challenged with rising crime rates, surge in teenage pregnancy, high level of youth unemployment, coupled with galloping rate of irregular migration, all surrounded by poverty and underdevelopment. Optimisms of a clear foundation on which to build and salvage the region mounted in the year 2021 through a 5-man team representing Team MDI in the second edition of the Voice of the Youth competition in the Gambia. The team, through grassroots research with engagement of both government and regional stakeholders, identified Soma as its project site.
We have many schools in Soma here, or LRR here I can say it, but they don't have a library. Even they have, but they don't have a standard library. So this is the first library we have here, standard as this one is.
Breath of oxygen blooms in the region for the first time since 1947. LRR has seen the establishment of a communal library. The Karambunda project by Team MDI, VOTI 2.0, has within a year penetrated the WASP exams results of the region. With the mental handout to Team MDI, VOTI 3.0 sustainability became the call boss.
We are the 3.0 that will take up the project for sustainability plan.
As you can see, this week was the aim was to come and train these people and then to complete the perimeter fence and also to start the cafeteria.
The sustainable innovative solution implemented by Team MDI 43.0 with the community and stakeholders at all levels glitters in youth accent. Our solutions. Solution 1.
We wanted to empower the Jara Soma youth that are studying catering at Gejora. Not only after graduating they're going to sit at home, but they can able to use the cafeteria in order to boost their skills, their knowledge, and also able to put it into practice.
Solution 2.
Whereby we're able to rent it in the most affordable price for every youth activity, and the couples and youth organization to have a meeting or conference or even a dialogue regarding with the study scope of the Jara Summer in instances. The refunding of the hall and also putting there the new chairs and new model chairs there, and also the projector. And for the people whom they were able to use the mini hall, and that will also generate fund for the Karabunda Academic.
And solution 3.
And also we wanted to recycle tires within the Jara Soma areas, because yesterday we were told by the Alcalo there were a lot of tires being sold here and they don't know what the uses of tires. So we came up with this idea to recycle tires among the Jara Soma here. We almost signed an MOU with Gambia Tech to bring in with, it is something like a piece that you can even install it on your cell phone and in a desktop, whereby all the modules and new curriculum will be there on leadership, entrepreneurship, and the curriculum that they will be doing in their school, and that will be very helpful.
We are in students from Pakalime. We come here to read, not only to read, but to know something about computer.
We learn most of the things because they teach us how to be a good public speaker, and now I am able to speak in public.
With a seed capital of $15,000 for a 6-month project in the provincial Gambia, Team MDI 43.0, thanks to its commitment backed by the expert training during a boot camp on project management, entrepreneurship, and communal development, and through partnerships with key stakeholders, we're able to implement these sustainable innovative solutions for a project worth over $100,000. Today ready, tomorrow a leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Team Management Development Institute. Say cheese. There you go. A round of applause for Team Management Development Institute. And we are swiftly moving on to the next team. And that is Team International Open University. A round of applause for them as they take their seats on stage with me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, Team International Open University, please let's pay attention to the screens now.
At a national level, a joint study conducted by Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, School of Medical and Allied Health Sciences, University of the Gambia, and Dalhatu Araf Specialist Hospital, Lafia, Nigeria, revealed that 88.4% of students in rural Gambia are either direct or indirect victims of sexual exploitation.
This year, however, our focus is on how better to provide support for the very survivors.
The Fantanko Project for Child Welfare aimed at averting the sexual exploitation of school-going children in Nyamina Kudang, Central River Region, having raised awareness and successfully mobilized key stakeholders to end this viral virus. Team IOU 3.0 took up the mantle to create sustainable innovative solutions against sexual exploitation of school-going children.
Yesterday we went around and see their parents, and they were really happy with their project.
Team IOU conducted training for the teachers and students of Kudang Upa and Senior Secondary School on protection from sexual exploitation and abuse.
The number of people that attended that training was 50 participants. 35 were students and 15 were teachers.
Team IOU, in its drive to end this malice, established an integration process by initiating computer classes for survivors and enrollment at the International Open University, IOU.
thanks to the school management also that accept, the fact that, these people will come and then have that session with me. That is like going to be from Tuesday to Thursday to have that session with them.
The Fantanko project has begun construction of a community bakery at Nyamina Kudang following a thorough survey. This response to the entrepreneurial need for sustainability of the project is in synchronization with the primary goal of the project. Profits from the bakery will be used to suffice the educational needs of the survivors, as well as ease access to food in the community.
In the memorandum of understanding that the school still reserve the right to do their practicals, home science, and whatever need they think they would have at the oven.
A 6-man committee was set up to manage the bakery under the supervision of the Village Development Council, VDC. The committee was apparently trained in financial management for transparency and accountability. Every month, 50% of the bakery's profit will go to the school in support of the survivors, 25% to the VDC, and 25% remains to strengthen the business. Documented and signed in a multilateral MOU by the VDC chairperson, the principal, Kudang Upa and senior, and Fantanko team leader.
Akakaraw news fanker difficult li mol bulle damande because akakole ay bulla. Na ni mari e konota is doldi je wala katina ndi karambon bulla because of mol kamemfo bant o damman satina ndi karambon bulla. Ni status so kono fana dia mol kasiya.
Presently, there's a student who dropped out from grade 7. She is willing to come back to continue her education. This is because of the project, that's why she's coming back.
Kawo kay mom ay mako e bana because kabiri muruta hani femme yaron kon kamira nga bele bondina akiloto sa. So okay, everything is normal. My performance before it was low, but now I'm increasing. Ntakita kujamal menna kabiri na konota nyati na nisa nga miro soton komi nga katabat from finance fem katanan fam.
These youths are the ones that can develop this country. So if IOU came with this idea of at least giving that courage to the ones that are out there, the ones that are affected, to bring them back to the normal life, and then for them to show what they have in them. I think that's one we can only say thanks to them.
Thanks to the administration of the IOU, Non-Violence Advocates, UNICEF, and Network Against Gender-Based Violence, Team IOU from a seed capital of $15,000 was able to implement the Fantanko project worth over $200,000. Not everything that falls can be broken. Together for a transformed Gambia.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Team International Open University. I want you to say cheese. And now, the third team to come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Team University of the Gambia, UTG. Without wasting much time, let's take a look at your video on the screens.
Kora village is situated in the far north of the Central River region with a population little shy of 300 inhabitants. The village, due to limited resources, had very few opportunities for access to education, employment, good health, and sanitation. Until last year, 2021, when hopes of a rapid change began to flame with the strides of a group of young people representing the University of the Gambia. The group, through an assessment and constant search across different regions in the Gambia, came across Kora village. This thanks to the voice of the youth. Following the intervention of Team UTG, Vote Season 2, access to clean drinking water and open defecation became history. However, like forest fire, new challenges surfaced in poor harvests, food shortages, the call for a warehouse, the need for waste management, and malnutrition spreading especially among children like wildfire.
Team 3.0 participants we were able to use this water productively to ensure that we create a community garden which the community people believe that it is a necessity for them in adding value to their livelihoods as well.
In the third edition of the Voice of the Youth, competition is anchored on sustainability and innovation from past project implementations. Team UTG voices in 3 participants through a community-centric approach have established a project in implementing the nutrition, sanitation, and waste management component of the project in the community.
So we are able to get first-hand information by identifying the problems and issues that they need in this community garden as well, because local participation is important as well.
A new journey for strategic solution implementation is mounted, this time with the community unearthing ideas with the guidance of Team UTG. Our solution: the tree planting exercise, the community garden.
A community garden also is part of our initiative. That is to say, we want to build a community garden that is friendly to the community people.
Lu ñu waxoon ñu ci bu baax di ko def itam nag ndax garden lañ leen gën la ñaxtu ne leen jigéen ñi amuñ liggéeyukaay nawet bi lañ yaakaar léegi te nawet bi affaire bi léegi nuñ ko bëggee amatuñ ko ndax engrais amuñ mënuñ koy am.
Training on garden management.
With the garden, women will be trained on garden management so that they can know how to train the garden.
Training on malnutrition, provision of trash bins, waste segregation and control.
We embark on cleaning exercise that promote hygiene and sanitation as well.
Training on waste management.
We were able to empower the community people to gather these waste materials in ensuring that, to promote a more friendly society and community as well by producing a more hygienic community for these people. And secondly, using these products, that is organic and inorganic products, in ensuring that it utilizes on their farm products as well.
The community shop, new public toilets.
Yes, there is water committee.
Also, they have a account where in case of the water or the community garden itself has issue, they can actually take money from there to solve the problem.
It is a milestone development despite a limited amount of $15,000 for the commencement of the project. The Voice of the Youth, Team UTG 3.0, with support from partners in both government and international organizations, were able to implement its project worth over $100,000.
Gis ngeen ne andi nañ fi ay jiwu yu bari def ko fi ngir bëgg loolu ñu jigéen ñi taxaw si man si am lu ñuy dundee si seen kër yi.
We're training women on how to do savings on their own so that they can actually solve their basic necessity.
ñun seen bopp ñoo gën a kontaan si seen dëkk bi ndax liñ samp ci dëkk bi amuñ ko woon yaakaaruñ ko woon te am nañ ko léegi ndax bu ñu xëyee rek ñu si gaar yi ba di xapp ba léegi gàncax gi fa def sax na sax bu rafet ñu ci am kontaan bu baax waaw.
Health is wealth. Team UTG Kora Water and Sanitation Project 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Team University of the Gambia. Say cheese and make sure you're smiling. Are you ready for the entertainment? Please welcome on stage Mr. Usainu Jawara. A round of applause for Usainu. Make some noise for Usainu.
Hey, it's like you're all cool. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Aren't you happy? Come on, jump. More sound. Are you ready? Kaile nyubolo, kaile nyubolo, kaile nyubolo, our voice of the youth. Give them a hand, give them a hand. Kaile nyubolo, kaile nyubolo. Kaile nyubolo, soyons solution. Nice. Sunyuwaru galla, sunyuwaru galla, sunyuwaru galla, our voice of the youth. Let's be the changers, let's be the solution. Let's be the changers, our voice of the youth. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Usainu Jawara. Usainu, where did you learn how to sing like that? You know what I'm going to do now? This is going to be on television. We are challenging you to officially release a single. It's coming. A round of applause for Usainu Jawara, of course. You have a very good voice, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we would like to now have remarks from the representative of the French Embassy in the Gambia. A round of applause, please.
It's a real pleasure to be here today for the final of the Voice of the Youth program in the Gambia. As you may know, the French Embassy in Senegal and in the Gambia is committed to support Gambian youth and to give them the most opportunity as possible. It is an honor for us to have been able to support the program that is part of a larger project started in 2021. Indeed, its goal was to respond to the program of the underrepresentation of young people and women in political and decision-making bodies, in civic engagement, and also in the media in the countries of Senegal and in the Gambia. The support of African youth is the major point of France's objectives in its cooperation. We consider that the youth has a huge role to play in the future. Then, this is essential for us to give as much help and support as possible to ensure a sustainable and joyful future. Thanks to Voice of the Youth in the Gambia, 74 youth from 5 universities and studies institutes from Banjul have been engaged to giving solutions to isolated territories. The grant they received from the French Embassy and other partners of this program allow them to improve access to water, good quality education, malnutrition prevention, and other major issues. The broadcast on a national TV show in this form and the involvement of these young people with the communities has not only increased the media visibility of the various solutions, but also propelled them as model of success, bringing hope to the country for a whole generation of Gambians. The impact of this action has been felt and appreciated in every region where the project has been deployed. So I would like to congratulate all the participants for the program, for their commitment and their achievement. I would also like to thank Social Change Factory, and I will deeply thank all the people who have been part of this program. They show how strong engagement can be when it is put at the service of concrete and useful solutions, and I hope that we will be able to continue this kind of collaboration in the future. Thank you very much, and merci beaucoup.
Mesdames, Messieurs, applaudissez, s'il vous plaît. Thank you very much, Madame. Thank you. And now, we would like to call on the next team on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome to Team University of Applied Sciences, Engineering and Technology. Well, let's take a look at your video now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our attention now to the screen.
Our dysfunctional continental food systems, fueling the soaring levels of malnutrition and smoking a national health crisis in the Gambia, caught fire in Bohum Kunda, at the outskirts of Upper River region. The Gambia has a cereal-centered food system, and her people, especially in the rural communities, are not enjoying a healthy and sustainable diet because we are not consuming enough fruits and vegetables for the necessary supplements. For a community of 34 compounds, 74 households with less than 5 fruit trees and deprived of access to clean drinking water, Bohum Kunda is exposed to the mercy of malnutrition in a community without a healthcare facility.
Sare bom salaren ko sare boynde kono non na sare hemde gede kewde bange laamu gila meden mankirandi am ha nyaameteji jaadude jamanu dum foy do manki.
So we came here with solutions like helping them with a vegetable and a fruit garden.
So we made a community sensitization. We met the alcalo, we met the VDC chairman, we met the women, youth, and we talked to them about the overview of the whole project and how it is important to them.
Rejuvenated hope for a healthy community surfaced and led by Team USET Voti 3.0, who, through a thoughtful and inclusive project implementation, pulled all stakeholders from the government to communal leaders and youth groups for a first-time sustainable innovative solution implementation.
These people, they're closer to Senegal, and then contacting these people here, it's always difficult.
Team USET borrowed the Japanese concept of first things first by establishing accessibility to water through a borehole in the garden, vegetables, fruit tree plants, creating awareness for the communal members on sources of needed nutrients and the need for a healthy community.
Kadine si ɓe ngari ɗan ko soobe ɓolo si ɓe ndawi ɗo bindi gila sebino kulo ko sebino kulo kikiɗe ittata ɓe ɗo te wona joɗoto ɓe wona fijoɓe ko golle tan.
Following the foundations led by the selfless participants of Voti Season 2 participants, innovation and sustainability became the logic for Abohum Kunda, free of the evils of malnutrition and staring for this generation without overburdening the next generation as Team USET 3.0 accelerate the community to a permanent shift.
The poultry is an enclosed building, and sometimes you might need to remove the birds in order to clean the poultry and so on. So that's why there is a space between the fence and the poultry, and it will be enclosed so that when you need to clean the poultry, you can take the birds out and clean the poultry without chickens or birds getting into the garden, vegetable garden.
Thanks to the support from the students of the institution, all the workmanship was done by the team, ranging from making watering cans, designing the poultry, making billboards, installing the solar panels, and making the solar frames. Team USET calls for resource mobilization and increased investments for nutrition interventions across the country with an eye towards improving the underlying determinants of good nutrition, such as improved health of infants and children, agriculture policies that support good nutrition, programs to help empower women, social protection programs, clean water and sanitation, and improved education.
Hopefully when we have a borehole into the community, we would like the community to pay each at least a reasonable amount for the sustainability of the borehole.
We planned on organizing lumos for them. That is, we want the community for the first time to benefit from the garden. Then after that, we will organize lumo days for them. We will invite communities around here, and then these people will sell out the products that they have. We can sell our chickens, we can sell our vegetables and our fruits to them, and then they can buy.
Awareness of climate change is rising among politicians, thanks to a global movement, and we need to see something similar around food. Only through this and by staying positive and working together, we can build on our past achievements, we can accelerate the pace of meeting the national nutrition target, and we can stop the scourge of malnutrition once and for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Team USET. A round of applause for Team USET.
Thank you.
And now, last but not least, please help me welcome Team Gambia College on stage. Well, we'll now take a look at your video on the screen now.
The sand of time will never wash away the heartbreak of losing a loved one. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. She was expecting to love her child every day. Instead, her child would miss her every day. A journey that ought to be scintillating adventure in motherhood has gradually become remorseful for women and their families. Maternal mortality is the viral serial killer of the modern generation. Yet, one of the most commonly circulated news in Sotokonding, a community of little over 3,000 inhabitants in the Wuli East district of Upper River region.
Gambia college niye mulo dunyo bulla na bama ke sawa bodunda ngombulo wala mu muskono ma sayani.
The rebirth of new hope of salvation after Team Gambia College Season 2 participants of Voice of the Youth set the foundation for mitigating the high rate of maternal deaths sets in again, this time with innovation and sustainability guiding the principles of Team Gambia College Season 3 participants.
For the issue of nutrition, we already completed the fencing of the garden, the community garden. We plowed the whole garden. Now we are going to do some measurements so that the women each will have a bed. There are already seats that are provided. We wanted to pay some people to do the work here, but the community insisted that we can provide them with materials, but they will not allow us to pay people to work for them. They will do the work, they will start the foundation, and they are going to finish it.
Having identified through research and stakeholder engagement from the community to the government the causes and effects of maternal mortality in the community of Sotokonding, the team focused its efforts on indications such as nutrition, health education, and family planning to curb the high rate of maternal mortality.
First, we sit among ourselves and discuss the importance of family planning. We came to the community. That is what we use as the form of education to create awareness on their behavioral change communication.
Gambia College ndel Sotokonding kol nga ala tentu la bake katum follow momenge makoy pour jata kende ala fanala si jata kende asotno ani ndomor kendo mu kuti mengalon ko fenno mo akuma tabaki.
After going through rigorous training on sustainable project management, they strategically implemented innovative solutions in collaboration with the community youth, leaders and women to providing blood pressure machine, monitoring of over 80 women, functional communal garden of about 2 hectares.
Anafa warta bakel katu molla kabo satero min kanane kana wa firo kija bannim fane gadi no so dum fan sim fanna fala bantalon kol fana si fanna fala
nga gadi no nyinga fence yebo machine sam pompin machine mengalon ka be jiyo bondila nyim perol be te lebe sankata sa rawol pour ci do ko ke no nyame nga nyata sotno.
And the mighty Mbama Care Maternity Hub, a clinic aimed at providing access to basic healthcare services, family planning practices, blood donation service, community sensitization on maternal-related issues, and more.
So we are in collaboration with the Regional Health Director of Basek. We are sure that when the maternity hub is done, or well before it will be done, we will still be in constant communication with them so that they will be able to provide us with midwives or even a doctor and nurses who will be available when the hub is completed.
Awareness of climate change is rising among politicians. Thanks to a global movement, and Team Gambia College strives for the need to see something similar around maternal death on the quest to a society free of maternal mortality for Sotokonding and many others in the mercy of this meanness.
Wadna kum solfana hameta gadno nyin nafa membe gadno la kabirin jata kende ar ka balwo karola jata kende anyin anun komi nyi ngafa nyamento ron musol fanal ke ma koy jeto ila jata kende because muskono ma bang susundir la bang yajeli ibe nyanta ka jata kende aso nyin kamala ko aka ma koy roke harmadum la balwo kono bakel.
This thanks to our principal support hub, the Gambia College administration and our partners. The team implemented this project from start fund of $15,000 into a project worth over $200,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Team Gambia College. Please. As you can see, they are not here anymore. They've gone now to make their final decision. And by the time they come out, the results will be here and we will definitely announce. But overall, I want to say congratulations to everyone who participated So ladies and gentlemen, please help me by putting a round of applause for all participating teams. Well, right now I'd like to call on Sona to please come on stage.
First, I want to administer my sincere appreciation because you were able to leave all what you were supposed to do to come and join us today. I want to let you all know that today is a very big day for Social Change Factory in the Gambia. For the fact that today marks the end of its third season of the Voice of the Youth initiative in the Gambia. But this season would not have been this season in the absence of 2018 season and of course 2021, which is the second season. Therefore, permit me to say thank you to the first people that have taken part in the Voice of the Youth initiative in the Gambia, which are the Hummingbirds, as we fondly call them. I would also not go down this stage without not mentioning the great work that the Voice of the Youth participants of Season 2 did in the Gambia. Because it's as a result of their projects, the little Hummingbirds, again, as we fondly call you, were able to continue on the projects that they started in last year. This year, I might not have much to say about what we've done because it's more or less a continuation. But I want to say this to all of you this evening, that the team that we had this year was just remarkable. All the volunteers stood on their ground to make sure we get to this day today. To our presenters, starting from Mulushi, in her absence, Andy, I want to say thank you. And of course, to the jury. Then SCF in Senegal and other countries, they were so helpful to make sure we have a successful project this year. So the other thing I want to say, Andy has already buttressed on those words, that is about the awarding issue. So for the first, second, third, all of you would have an award. And then for the fourth, and then the fifth place, we're not calling them losers. We have consolation prizes for all the teams. Because whatever little thing you do, we're proud of it, and we want to make sure you go home with something. It does not mean we're pissed off saying that today the youth have taken over the issues of our country. And I think that is what we've done. So if somebody has taken control over affairs that are affecting people, you cannot pay that person. Therefore, we are still saying you should accept whatever little thing we have, and we should know that today is not the end of the project. Today marks the end of the competition. Yeah, you can sit down. But today does not mark the end of the project. Because remember, we went to these communities, we gave them promises, and they were waiting on us. We started something, we need to get it done. Is that the case? Little Hummingbirds, once again, thank you so much. And the guests here present, thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate it. From Social Change Factory, have a good evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sona. Sona has said it all. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do better than that. A round of applause for Sona. Indeed, she is giving us a very mixed feeling mood now. And my task now is to pass the mic over now to the judges and ask them maybe to come on stage. Is that it?
I just want to give an overview of the judging criteria and all the 5 projects in, I think, 3 or 4 regions. We have 5 main criteria that we assess your projects against, one of which and foremost is alignment. That is, how are your projects aligned to the identified problem that you want to address in each of the communities. Second is social impact. That is the intended social issues that your project want to address. 3 is executability. That is, what are the evidence that these projects can be executed within the available time frame. And the 4th element is feasibility. Many a times we have projects in theory, but when it comes to the actual implementation, there are questions around how feasible is this, how realistic is this, in relation to other factors. They could be cultural, they could be environmental, they could be economic, and the list goes on. And the last one is pitch presentation and slide deck. In the pitch presentation, when we visited communities, we replaced this with how innovative various teams are. In the first presentation, we give preeminence to pitch presentation, that is your presentation skills in relation to what you want to do from that theoretical perspective. But when we went down physically to each of you, we are looking at how innovative you are in terms of the problems you want to address, most especially with regards to funding, because we realized that funding was a problem across all the participating teams. So we were interested, and then we asked a lot of questions around how do you ensure that you get the resources, because these are facts of life. Resource mobilization is becoming a major challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, based on this criteria, we were able to assess and then come to conclusion that particular team did better than all the teams. But fundamentally, the most important thing I want to emphasize here is that all of you are winners. And then I want to use this opportunity from the bottom of my heart, based on my experience as a community development practitioner for at least 20 years, having crisscrossed this country, I've seen how all of you have tried to make it work in all the communities that you were. And then on the basis of that, all of you are winners. But I want you to understand that this is an opportunity for us to go back and give more. And then I want to also use this opportunity to thank the two ISAs for all the effort and the ambience we had, and the troubles we had visiting all the 5 communities. And then I also want to use this opportunity to also thank Social Change Factory for giving us the opportunity, including the participants, to give back to their various communities. So on that note, I want to stop here. Maybe my colleagues will want to say something, or I want to hand over to the moderator. But on a final note, congratulations to all of you. All of you are winners. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth is here, and the moment we've all been waiting for is here. In any competition, of course, especially this one, brought to you by the Social Change Factory, dubbed Voice of the Youth, Season 3, the grand finale. Here are the results. Third place goes to Team University of the Gambia, $30,000. Congratulations, University of the Gambia. Congratulations. We are indeed so very proud of you. You guys have done so well. It's not been an easy journey, but here you are today. In second place, ladies and gentlemen, winning $50,000. Second place goes to Team USET, winning $50,000. Congratulations, Team USET, second place. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to please say it gives me the singular honor and pleasure to announce the winner for Social Change Factory's Voice of the Youth. And the winner is Gambia College, going home with $100,000. Congratulations, Gambia College. This is indeed well deserved. Congratulations, Season 3, Voice of the Youth. Emerging as winners, Gambia College. Please come on stage and collect your award. Indeed, everyone is proud of you. Your other competitors are also very much proud of you. Members of staff of the Social Change Factory are proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we please rise and congratulate Team Gambia College, winners of Season 3, Voice of the Youth, brought to you by Social Change Factory. Congratulations, Hummingbirds. Thank you very much to the jury. Thank you for a job well done. Thank you to all the Hummingbirds. Well deserved. In any competition, you must have a winner. And everyone is need a winner here. We want to say congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Gambia College. This is Voice of the Youth, brought to you by the Social Change Factory Season 3. 5 teams and Team Gambia College emerged as winners. Winners for Season 3. From all of us here at the International Conference Center, we'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and we wish all the participants the very best. And we hope to see you all next year, even as other participants will participate on other greater projects. My name is Andy Kema. Thank you very much for watching. Have a goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Let's be the solution. Let's be the change. Let's be the solution. Let's be the change. Soyons solution. Soyons solution. Let's be the change. Let's be the change. Down in your feet and the carambunda. Down in your feet and the color project. Down in your feet and the mama care. Down in your feet and the fantango. If it ever na contanati and the guitar. I'm letting mother the Gambia. No. So searching factory, so searching. Jaramangen lile. Mande bet not so searching Moko Andy, voice of the youth, Wallenata, Falco di Gambia. Down you lay. The boy said me take a word them for sorry. Japale wa take a beast for sorry. Dig chono be de the pobere. Na. Japale len sunyum down you lay. I know I so searching. Japale len sunyum down you lay. Voice of the youth, Moko na contanati and the sugar. I'm letting mother the Gambia. No. So searching factory, so searching. Jaramangen lile, mande bet not Jaramangen, Kale Gambia con Jaramangen, Kale Senegal, Jaramangen, Kale Côte d'Ivoire, Jaramangen. Je suis content de la voix des hommes. Je suis content de la voix des hommes. Je suis content de la voix